What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Buffalo Sabres. And here we are at free agency after a pretty successful draft. Picked up a lot of good prospects. And now we have a free agency pool to choose from. And getting the suggestions from all my staff out there. Now, the majority of you said we should probably maybe tank one more year. But at the same time, we should try to pick up Bobrovsky. Now, not saying that those two things are mutually exclusive. We could have a good goaltender and maybe not completely tank, but it does kind of go against the whole tanking route. But if we did get him, we could flip him a couple years down the road. So what I would want to do for Bobrovsky is get him for 3 years and try it again for 10 mil. I'm not going to go over 10 mil. I just can't. So he might not sign, because I'm changing his years, and it's not that much more than the asking price at 3 years, which is 9.55, but we can't give any more. And if we want to be able to flip that contract in a couple of years, it kind of has to be right here. We also have to, keep in mind Luukkonen will be on his way up. So 2 years, I think that he might be trying to take a crack at the starting role. At least we can give him the chance. And then on that year, we trade Bobrovsky at some point on that third year of the contract. So that's why I would give Bobrovsky 3 years here. And I think that's the best route. But first things first, we don't have to clear up cap space yet. And you know what? I can offer him this contract first before I even have to make trades. But we do want to go after probably Eberle, some kind of a second liner. Now, I saw that Stone was suggested because, he's younger, he's better, but he's also a first liner. And we have our first line right now. We got Eichel, Skinner, and Reinhart. So if we want, and I think we want to keep giving ice time to Skinner, because on the chance that he has an incredibly explosive year and gets a bit of statistical growth, that would be huge for us, increasing the value of him to when we do flip him, we might be able to get more for him. That could be really good. So let's offer that contract, 3x10 for Sergei Bobrovsky. Maybe we get him, maybe we don't, but if we don't, there's plenty of other goaltenders here to pick up, and I'm not going to trade Hutton yet until, we could secure this guy, or that we, pursue someone else around here, and we are able to use Hutton's value. So there's still a couple other options. Varlamov might be a decent option, We'll see what happens. Okay, but now, before we advance days here, we do want to make some trades. There's a few defensemen here that we're going to trade for probably some picks here. Now, I think we just have standard. No, we're missing a 6 and a 3 this year. So we only have 1, 2, 5. We only have 5 picks total right now. All right, so only 5 picks for this year. So let's see. Defenseman. There we go. Okay, so Scandella, I think we can give up. Gould might be I think he will be NHL ready this year. At the 77 overall, he's listed as depth. Pretty sure he'll be good enough for top 6 in this coming year. So we have Dahlin, Ristolainen, Gould going to be in our team. McCabe, he's got a 2-year contract, so I'll use him for a year. Bogosian can move, but that's a pretty messed up contract. We have to retain, and I don't know if we can retain on. We might have to retain on both of these. Let's see if we can move Scandella without retaining any salary. And if we can't, then we can't. A lot of people want Scandella, though, here. Okay, so Vancouver wants Scandella. They have the cap room for him. So, all right. Let's see what we can get for Scandella here. Probably a 3rd. I don't think we can get much more than a 3rd for him. They don't have a 3rd. Okay. Let's look around Toronto. Got to look for someone with a bit of cap space. Philly's got some cap space. They have a 3rd. Oh, that's more than good. I don't think we can get that 2nd, can we? We might be able to get that 2nd, actually. Since the blocks are matching, there's a little bit of value discrepancy, but they might still go for it. So, all right, let's try to do this. Scandella for a 2nd. Will that work? Yes, it did. Hell yeah. Okay, so we got a 2nd for Marco Scandella. I'd say that's an excellent trade right there. Yeah, we got 2 seconds for this coming year, and that's really good. Now, maybe we can get a 3rd for Bogosian, especially if we retain, and I think we should. There's no one going to want to pay $5 million for this guy. Like, Jesus. What even is this contract? So I'm already going to put that in there. Get that retention. Here we go. And people will only be paying 2.572 mil for him, which is pretty good. But does anyone want him? Yes. Okay, so it looks like Ottawa wants some toughness in their lineup. I'd be willing to give him a Bogosian for that. and hopefully be able to pick up a third. They have a couple thirds, not... Oh, they do have their own. Detroit's already also in there. You know what, Detroit... Let me check on what their team's like first and see if I want to pick up their pick. Also listed as a rebuilder. What do they got? What the fuck? I deleted that guy. What the hell's happening? I straight up deleted that guy, and he's in the game. Fucking 2 Zadinas. That is ridiculous. I guess we'll just live with that. I don't know how the hell that happened. You guys saw it on the fucking screen. What if they're... No, see, this is a weird, because I literally put that guy on the Prospect Red team. And they have the real one. What the hell? That makes 0 sense. I put him on the fucking Prospect team, and somehow he's still on this team. 2 Philip Zadinas. Frick, oh my god. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how that happened. You can go back and check the video. He's clearly assigned to the Prospect Red team, so he shouldn't be on this roster. Oh well. So I guess that's a thing. Anyway, do I want these, Wow. Not a good team, and they don't have, well, obviously, they have a Bernier. Oh, man, these guys really don't have much. So, yeah, maybe it is better that I get Detroit's pick there. Yeah, I might want to get Detroit's pick, actually. But that's still, I can maybe even get 2 thirds in here. If I maneuver it correctly. Maybe New York's third. That might be too much, but with the retention in there, you never know. We might just, you know, say no to another third, get another pick in here. So Detroit's third and New York's third for Bogosian with retained salary. Nope, not sufficient at all. Yeah, makes sense. But I still want Detroit's third in there. I don't think we have a 6, actually. We do not. We have a 4 and a 5, no 6. So we might want to pick up a 6 here. Or a couple of them. Since there is quite a bit of value. Yeah, let's try to pick up 2 6s here. As much as we can get back for Bogosian, we'd like to get it. So that would be one. That'd be 9 picks. We can grab an extra 3. Should I grab that 7 too? We could always flip stuff and mix and match later down the road here. Let's try to get 2 6s and a 7 in this along with that 3. Try to get as much for Bogosian as we can. I don't think that goes through. It actually did. Okay, so cool. We just got 4 picks for Bogosian. Yeah, that's pretty good. I know we did have to retain a little bit, but to move him we would have had to anyway. And I think we can only retain on 1 more guy, but we now have almost 20 million of cap space. We should be able to get, if we can get Bobrovsky, plus a couple other guys here. Now, what I was thinking is, in our defense, so it was suggested in the comments, I don't think Dahlin's going to get up to top 2, so I would like to play him in the top 4. Either I could grab a guy to play with Dahlin and help him out, or grab a guy to help risk the line, but I might want the guy to help out Dahlin. And someone who could do that in free agency, even though he's the same handedness, is Zdeno Chara. No one is interested in him. He's 42 years old, and he's still a solid top 4 type guy. Zdeno Chara could be a guy we use here. And he's I think he's 84 overall. And we can get him for 5 mil for a year. That leaves us with another, no, actually, no, we can't then. Because we still want to try to get Everly, so we'd have to get lower. Yeah, that's a bit too much. We'd have to go lower for defense to try to grab that. But I do think we want Eberle here. We need, again, we want someone to help out that, New Jersey's interested in Eberle. And what was I saying? We want someone to help out Middlestat on that second line. So 3 years will be, we should be able to get him for 6.5, but I am cutting it close. But we got to be careful, a little bit careful with our money at the same time here, because we will have entry levels coming up. Maybe Anders Lee. Alright, Eberle had a full year. How'd he produce? Yeah, that's pretty good. Decent chunk of goals. Minus guy, sure, but... yeah, we might have to forget about the defense. Go for another, like, top 6 guy. It'll be a rough year for our defense, but if we get Bobrovsky, that'll be really good. Yeah, let's try for Eberle here. I'll give him a bit extra. because I kind of want this guy. So I'll give him like 6.75 for 3 years. He should accept that. He should accept that over whatever New Jersey's offering him. We hope, at least. I could bump it up to 7 to be super safe, but I also want to say we could flip. No, let's keep it at 6.75. Let's do that for 3 years. Let's try that. We can always go for Anders Lee as a fallback here. We don't want to really go over 3 years. So, you know what? And yeah, that'd be good. We can get him for 6x3. And that's if he remains here after, if Eberle rejects us. So, got to be careful with that. All right. So, that's done. I would like to maybe go for a defenseman here. McQuaid. It drops off pretty quickly. McQuaid would bring a little bit of toughness too. And he's right in it. You know what? I kind of like the idea of going for McQuaid here. He doesn't want much. We could always flip him. 1 year's a bit. Yeah, so 2 years would make the most sense. Use him, and then if we want to trade him, we can trade him. He might also decline, but it's not that bad of a deal. So 2x3 should get him. And that is within our cap range there. Yep. That's about 18 mil spent. We have 19, almost 20 mil. So I'd probably save the rest of that. But McQuaid would make a little bit more sense, even though he's not great. And he might even just be a top 6 guy, but having a guy with some toughness to maybe protect Dahlin a bit would be actually very good. Our defensive pairings will be like kind of all over the place here. I might wait. You know what? I'm going to wait on the defenseman because we might be able to get Chara if like Bobrovsky doesn't accept or something like that, or Eberle or something. We might be able to swing it all. So let's advance a couple days here. See if we're able to get Bobrovsky and Eberle. Come on now. Bobrovsky did reject. Yeah, he wants to win, and our team's just not in a position to win. It makes sense. I couldn't offer him over $10 million. The contract would have been really hard to move at the tail end of it because he is on the older side. So Bobrovsky, Eberle rejected too. Both of these guys rejected. They want to win, and we are not a winning team. Okay, well, and of course, that's unfortunate. Lee also got swooped up, but we can go for Chara still. So I think at this point, it's a no-brainer to kind of go for Chara and just overpay him. Well, well, you know what I mean. We could also play this guy in the top 2 if we really want to. So 5.5 mil for Zdeno Chara. That should get him. No one else is interested in him. I might go for Silfverberg now, because we do still need some kind of a second liner. And while this guy isn't amazing, he puts up decent numbers. Duchesne, William Karlsson, they both want a bit too much for my liking. William Karlsson's a nice two-way forward, but how do he produce? More of an assist guy. He was playing on the first line too, so more of an assist guy. We need goal. We need a goal scorer. Duchesne obviously isn't going to be an assist guy. Interesting. He actually got 20 goals. And where do we have him scouted? First line. That's really not good production for first line. Alright, so maybe Silfverberg is the best bet here. 3 years, and I'll bump him up to like 6.5 or something. I want to be able to move the contract. 6 should be able to get it though. But I don't want to lose out again. I mean, we might lose out again. We have to actually be careful with these because we want to be able to flip these contracts. We can retain, but 2 years down the road, can we retain? We're going to have a lot of guys coming off entry levels, spending a bit more money. I don't know if we'll be comfortable retaining for that extra year. We might be, but it's also a little dangerous. So 3x6 deal for Silfverberg is really good. So let's try to get that. We're signing Chara. That's 5.5 plus 6 is 11.5. We have a bunch more. We got to get a goaltender. And we could still trade Hutton, but we wanted to secure a goaltender. Yeah, Varlamov's not there anymore. Mike Smith's got someone interested. We can go for Lehner. Get Lehner back, but yeah. Unfortunate. It's just, yeah, it sucks. But that's all we could have really offered for Bobrovsky. I mean, maybe I could have done 1 extra year and it would have been a slightly lower, but still, there's no guarantee that he would accept it for 10 mil. And I don't think we could go over 10 mil for him, so. Yeah, it's just that's what happens when your team's a tanking team. Not a lot of people want to sign. I mean, I think could we go for Lehner here for a few years? Yeah, I'd say so. He wants the 3 years. Let's do 3x4. Get Laner back on Buffalo. And we could trade Hutton for some picks. And maybe Laner has a good enough year to get stat growth. Who knows, but let's offer him that. 3x4. So that is now 15.5 mil projected to be spent. We have another 4. I say we could also get McQuaid. Because we did trade some defensemen. We can get him back. He can sort of protect. Now, Strawman is asking for a bit too much, I think. McQuaid really is the best bet here, although he's likely a top 6. Strawman wouldn't be bad. He's pretty damn good defensively. He's another right-handed shot, too. Ooh, man. Hold on. If I lower your years, it does go up a bit. I need one guy to accept to see what I have left. That might work. Let's see if we can get someone to accept here. Oh, we can say, okay. Well, we have to get the goalie to accept before we trade Hutton. So, yeah, when we trade Hutton, we can get that all. So, you know what? Let's put it in there, because I think a guy will be sent down to your AHL team, and they won't say that you can't sign me because cap. It's also Truba, but he wants a bit more and more years, so that means... Oh, he's also tendered. So, no. Alright, let's try to get Strawman here. 3x5. That's really all I could do. Let's do that. Let's advance a few days here. See if any of these guys want to be on our team. Once the goalie accepts, I will immediately trade Hutton. Hopefully he accepts first. Silverberg accepted. Good. Come on, goalie. Chara accepted, Laner accepted, and Strawman. Okay, so they all accepted. But now we need to obviously trade Hutton. We want to give Ullmark the backup. Or we could trade Ullmark and use Hutton as the backup. It depends on value, really. Ullmark does have more value. But Hutton is older. Ullmark might be a solid backup. Yeah. That's a tough call, actually. We would get a bit more in return for Ullmark, but we wouldn't get anything in return for Hutton. So we can hold on to that. He might lose value over time, but we could still get something else for him, which should make up the difference in their values in the long run. So, all right, let's move Hutton instead. A lot of teams interested in Hutton, but a lot of teams who don't have much space. Canadians, they don't really have the space. All right, Oilers do. Give Hutton to the Oilers. What do we want back, though? We got to consider... What the hell, they only have one goaltender? They'll do anything for this guy, then. All right, what kind of pick should we look to get for this? We have 2 seconds, 1/3, maybe a third, maybe another 4. Yeah, we have 9, 10 picks total, so we can only pick up 2 more. So we can maybe get a 3 and a 4 here. That should work. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Could I even get a 2? Probably not. I don't think I can get a 2 for Hutton. It's close. I mean, with him on the block, with the blocks matching, and how badly they need a goaltender, maybe we can get a 2. So you know what? Let's see. Not quite. Okay, so we'll have to probably settle for the 3 and the 4. It looks like we can still get a bit extra, though, so let's see if they have any, like, prospects here for, like, no value that we think could be serviceable. Yeah, we don't know any of the trade values here. None have scouted. It's a top 9 guy in here. Don't know his overall, don't know much about him, but it's a medium top 9. Went in the 4th round. Well-rounded, meshes well in any room. I like that. Let's see if we can pick him up. I don't think we can, because he's probably going to have too much value. Not too thrilled to part ways. You aren't completely off base. Value sending is not sufficient. Damn, man. Wish I had like 2 3s or something like that, because we should be able to get that. And it's not like we're getting ripped off, but I know we can get a little bit back. We can go for a bottom 6 guy. We can always flip him down the road. Well-rounded, meshes well in any room. That's good. 2-way forward. All right, let's try to get this guy in there. Unsigned two-way forward guy. They're not willing to give him up, but I think it's a bit of extra value that should help us out. There we go. Okay, sweep. All right. They think it was a really good deal for them. But all right. So, okay. We got rid of Carter Hutton. We have Robin Lehner back, and we have Allmark to be the backup. We picked up Chara, Strawman, as well as Silverberg. Now, it's not the score that we wanted. We did want Everly, but price-wise, he didn't want to play here. Same with Bobrovsky. It's just we couldn't overspend too much for those kind of guys. We had to keep in mind our future. We gotta, you know, some middle stat entry level. Reinhardt is on a pretty low contract. Nylander, he actually grew very well last year, so he's likely going to be coming up soon and want a pay raise. So, I mean, that's what I had to keep in mind. Like, I know we have 5 extra mil to work with, but yeah, I don't think I could offer that much more. So yeah, as you see, Nylander's 77. Might even be in the NHL this year. Listed as depth. If he's still listed as depth, I'll keep him in the AHL, I think. Probably better to do that. Okay, anyway. So those are free agency signings. Strawman's got a good chunk of value on him. We can flip him in that last year. Hopefully he doesn't decline too quickly here, but don't think that he will. Alright, and I think that is it. So, okay, what we're going to do here is... Whoops. Yeah, Before we sum up here, I actually got to do the winners. I was supposed to do it at the beginning of the video, and I forgot, but I'll do that right now. Give me 1 sec. And in fact, actually, no one got 2 or more right for the predictions last year. Pretty rough going right there, but so I did just wanted to address that, though, at the same time. So hopefully better luck for everyone this year, and we can get a couple people winning. So I'm going to sim up here, start getting the lines taken care of, as well as the scouts. Speaking of scouts... Alright, good. Yeah, there's still plenty here in free agency. The scouting free agency, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to hire those guys as well, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I got all the scouts sent out, and I got these lines taken care of. Jeff Skinner, Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, first line. Second line, Connor Sheary, Casey Middlestat, and Jakob Silverberg. Third line, Tage Thompson, Vladimir Sobotka, and Alexander Nylander. Now, he might not be here, but I want to see if he does get a jump up to, like, NHL ready. And if he is, he'll be third line, definitely. So, I'm trying him out here for the beginning. Fourth line, Mayarov, our new draft pick, Gergensons, and Bailey. Again, we got to get these guys scouted out. So, hopefully we can get this guy scouted now. I think he should be NHL ready, pretty much. I believe he was 77 overall. And he might even get a bit of a jump. I know he was, I think, at least listed as depth. So we could play him fourth line. And also, I think you have 8 regular season games before you can send him back down to the juniors. And if he doesn't, like, jump up, I can always consider sending him down to the juniors for 1 year. I don't know if we should do that, but yeah, I think we should probably start him in the NHL. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, so those are our forward lines. Scratched, we have Wilson, who's our depth guy. And I got Ellie scratched for now because I want to see... Mainly what I'm trying to see is if Nylander is ready for NHL. If he's not, if he's still listed as depth and doesn't grow, I'm sending him back down to the AHL. Mayarov will likely be an NHL guy, and then, you know, we could put him on third line or something like that, or either way, either or, and then Ellie can go back in. So that's the plan with that. Defensively, we got Ristolainen and Chara, Dahlin and Strawman, and then Hunwick McCabe. So that's that. Power play, Reinhardt, Eichel, Skinner, Dahlin, Ristolainen on the point, Silverberg, Middlestat, Mayarov, and Sheary on the point with Strawman. So yeah, I want to try to get Mayarov in there and get him, get his goal scoring working. So even if he does play fourth line, he's gonna have power play time, things like that. Here's the 4-man power play. The penalty kill, Sobotka, Tage Thompson, Char, Ristolainen, Gergensons, Mayarov. I want to see him on the penalty kill too, and Strawman, Hunwick. So that's that 3-man, same kind of deal. The extras here. 4-on-4, Eichel, Reinhardt, Ristolainen, Dahlin, Middlestat, Skinner, Chara, Strawman. I kind of wanted to overload the 4-on-4s with the offense, obviously. Tage Thompson, Silverberg, Hunwick, McCabe. 3-on-3. Same kind of thing. We're keeping Mayarov off the 4-on-4 and 3-on-3 for now because he's got the power play time. All right, extra attacker, Eichel, Ristolainen, and shootout lineup, we got him in there. on the 4th slot, but we got Eichel, Skinner, Reinhart, and then, yeah. I'm liking how it looks. And, of course, goaltenders Lehner and Ullmark. So we'll see how they do. And that is our team here. So there you have it. Buffalo Sabres. Let's see how this year goes for us. I mean, our defensive core is slightly better, and with a decent defensive core, if, you know, Lehner has a good year, that's some statistical growth for us, and that is a lot of trade value that we can get for free. So losing Bobrovsky might not even be that bad if something like that happens. And it's, yeah, it still sucks that we lost him, but man, I mean, what can he do? I didn't want to offer more than $10 million. That's an overpayment right now. So let's see how we do in preseason here. Getting some goals, that's for sure. At least in a couple of those games. Yeah, 3 out of 4 games. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Well, no, 3 out of 5 now. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, salary cap, we're compliant. Okay, so back and forth with the goal scoring, but 5 goals, 7 goals, 4 goals, and 3 goals is pretty good. And a couple 2-goal games in there. Yeah, you could say our offense did pretty good. 2, 3, and 2. I mean, yeah, it's only preseason, but we're still not looking that great. But I want to see our stats here. Sam Reinhart had 12 points. Good job, man. Yeah, I don't care about the team stats, really. I just want to see individual stats. Eichel with 11, Skinner with 8, Dahlin had 5, Middlestad had 5, Silverberg, Ryan Sheary. Mayarov didn't get a goal, but he had 2 assists. Did we get him scouted? Yeah, 77 overall, and he's listed as 4th line, so perfect. He's going to be on this team, definitely. There you have it. What else? Where is Nylander? I didn't see him at all in here. Didn't get a single point. Well, he got 1 point, sorry. 70. I still don't have him scouted. We'll still give it some time to see if we can get him scouted. And if he isn't ready, then he's obviously getting sent back down to the AHL. If he's still listed as depth, I don't want to play him. I'd rather have him in a scoring role in the AHL than have a depth forward, someone listed as depth forward playing somewhere here, I think. Yeah. All right. And how'd goaltenders do here? Not very good. Well, whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Regular season coming up next. We're going to go, like, bit by bit because, again, we want to see what Nylander gets scouted as. If he still has depth and still, like, 77 overall depth, I'm going to send him down to the AHL for sure. But hopefully that's not the case. So let's get this first chunk done, this first little half month or whatever. Waivers will be in effect. Yeah. I don't think Nylander should have to clear waivers. I already assigned my scouts. Get out of here. I do it early because I'm cool like that. All right, we win the first game of the season in a shootout 3-2. Not too bad. Lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning, so we're 1-1. Tight win right there. We're not scoring a whole lot yet, but... Oh, good. That's not too long, though. Tennyson injury, though. Not the fan of that. But we have actually no one to put in, really? Alright, I'm putting a freaking forward in. Do it. Grinder. Do it. I also got defensemen playing as forwards right now. That always happens the first couple of years. I'm getting rid of a lot of excess weight, like all the AHL guys that you can get rid of, and then you start replacing them with your prospects. So my first couple of years of my AHL are always a little bit interesting. Alright, let's see what the Central Scouting Report has now. See what we got. Lafreniere is unknown, but we all know that he is a medium elite. Okay. Perhaps a high enforcer. Probably going to be a high top 9. Defensive, or no, he's a defenseman. Maybe a high top 6. Well, that's tough to say. I don't know. And I don't think he'll be an enforcer defenseman. Most likely a defensive defenseman. We'll see, though. Got a few medium elites scouted. No low elites yet. Top 6, low top 6 grinder, way near the 1,000. See, that's why I scout all the way back there. Gets emotional at times, but has driven the win. Nice. Could be a role player to pick up right there. Way off the board pick. All right, winning some games here, Buffalo Sabres. Rasmus Asplund's fully healed. He wasn't out, so I don't want you to worry about that. Tough loss there, but we get a point. Tennyson's back, so stuff him right back in there. All the injuries right now to the AHL. We got Berglund down there, too, because screw that contract. And screw him in particular for having that contract. Plus, we want to play our younger guys there. Oh, Gould did jump up to an 81, so he is actually listed as a top 4. Yikes. I don't want him as a top 4. Really, it's a little tough. Dawn's an 85. We could sub him out for one of these guys. Hunwick or McCabe. Hunwick and McCabe are doing actually killer. Damn, man. All these tough decisions. And Nylander's 79 overall is his third liner, so we're not going to move him. This is a tough call now because we also have... We could switch off with Bailey and Ellie, I think. That's probably what we'll have to do here. Yeah. Alright, let me just let this sim finish out so I can think about what I want to do with Gould there. I'll probably want to bring him up. He's already listed as top 4, but how good is he going to get as a top 4? What was he, 22 overall? Or 22 years old? 6-4-1 here. Team's doing good. And so is our top 6, so it's hard to break that up. But we gotta, you know, we can't think about how good our team's going to do. We gotta think about what's the best for our future. Definitely. We're still that kind of team. We gotta look at our future right now. Reinhardt's now an 88, my goodness. Middlestad's an 82. Not quite listed as a second liner. I thought he would be with those stats, but whatever. I'm still going to play him here. Only 4 points, though. 3 points for you. Silfverberg with 1 goal. That second line, though. Not quite getting the job done. We could shift some things around here. Nylander's got 8 points. Third line's doing better than everyone else. Holy crap. Leaf blower, central. Hopefully that's not bleeding in too much, but that is loud as fuck, man. Did I have my window closed? Yeah, I do. That's just loud. Okay, well, whatever. So we finish that off. We can replace Bailey with Ellie. You can go back and forth with these two guys. Because I want this guy to grow as well. He's got 82, 82, 82, and only a 77 overall. Like, that's really why I want that guy to grow. He looks like he could be a better role player than the other guys. So let's put Ellie in there for a bit. Mayerov's got 4 points, man. Good for you. This guy should grow pretty well. 82 and 82 for his offensive stats. At 77 overall, but his shots at 83s across the board. We'll see what happens with him. We'll see how he does. Now, our second line is a big issue here. But what I could do is put Middlestat in his role with Nylander and Tage Thompson. And that line seemed to be doing pretty dang good together. Let's see how that works. We'll keep Middlestat on the power play and stuff like that, but let's try that out. I'm just trying to help out Middlestat. 4 points in 11 games played is not great, especially when Nylander's 8, Tage Thompson has 5, you know, on the lower line. Sabotka had 6, you know. This line's got to get going. So let's try Shiri, Sabotka, and Silfverberg on the second line right now. Didn't seem like Silfverberg was helping out in Middlestat at all, so screw that idea. Put Middlestat on the third line. And what the hell do we do with Gould here? Eight points in 10 games played. -1 there. Decent guy. 22 years old. 81 overall. Wants top 4 times. No, sorry. He's listed as rolls top 6. Okay. So that's a bit better. I think we should bring him up. We could send down Hunwick and replace him. Yeah, because Hunwick's 34. I'd rather have McCabe, even though, I mean, doesn't matter. 85, 85, 85, Hunwick. 85, 88, and 86. That's really good. Both of these guys are pretty much done growing. McCabe's not going to get any better. Maybe I replace McCabe. McCabe would have to clear waivers. So 2 mil by 2. What's Hunwick's contract like? Bit more, but only 1 year left. That's tough. And Beaulieu's our depth guy right now. Yeah, I gotta bring him up. I'm just trying to decide who to send down. I guess McCabe. He's got 2 by 2. That might clear waivers. 79 overall. It might not, though. So we might lose someone here, but I think we should. We can also send Hunwick down, but I like his defensive stats. I really do. And he's still got the potential. He hasn't started declining yet. 85, 88, and 86 is really good. Plus, I think he's playing my penalty kill right now, too. Yeah. If anything, we can get extra year of a 2 mil contract out of here if he does get claimed. I'm hoping he doesn't, but he might get claimed. That's a pretty reasonable contract. But I have to send someone down here. So, alright, send down McCabe. Try to bring up Ghoul here. Hopefully it goes through. I think McCabe's going to get claimed here. But we got to play our younger guys, plain and simple. Okay, now it actually tells you they get claimed. Cool. So, yeah, I figured he had a good chance to getting claimed. It sucks, but at the same time, we really got to give it. We got to give it to our young guys here. We have to. And Ghoul looks like he could actually. The pace he's on. I mean, it looks like he could actually be a top 4 guy for us. So I mean, I got to give him that ice time, man. I do. So let's get him in there. Get him on his natural side. So losing that guy really sucks here, because now we don't have. I got to figure this out because I got some defensemen playing forward here. So I'll be right back. I'll figure this out in a sec. All right, I got it all taken care of down there in the AHL. So we're ready to continue here. We're gonna have Ellie in there for a bit. See what happens. And have Middlestat down on the third line here, where hopefully he can find a bit more scoring success. Okay, so let's get this next month all completed here. And then we'll check out the progress reports and all the stats in there. Great detail. Alright, tough loss right there. So we might still tank here. Oh, God. Put him in there and he gets injured. November 16th is not out for too long at least, but that's a bit unfortunate right there. Bull, you get some ice time then. There you go. You want to give me Matt Cullen for that third, and then for... No. I don't need Matt Cullen. Thank you for your interest in my picks. No! Get out. I want my picks. All the picks are mine. We're actually doing decently. If we can keep stringing together these wins. Lost right there, but we get a point, and it doesn't matter. The extra point goes to a team not even in our conference. Ristolainen's fully healed. Some minor injury for him. Tough loss right there. 2-0 shutout by Dallas. Playing a lot of the Western teams right here. Ghoul is back. Good stuff. Bull, how'd you do? 5 games played, even. Solid depth. Didn't do anything wrong by the looks of it. Ghoul, get in there. Let's see how you did before you got injured. What'd you play, like 1 game? 2 games. Even. Cool. Alright. Still got that top 6 listing. Good. Alright, keep it going here. Let's see, another win, then a loss. I mean, we're hanging in there. 10-7-2. Good year for rookies. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Okay, Atlantic Division opponent. Beat him out. Okay. Like I said, we're hanging in there. I think we just lost to Ottawa, though. Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, 12-9-2. It's not bad. It's kind of good. So, imagine if we had Bobrovsky. How much better would we have been doing? Interesting. Alright, and we lost to Florida in regulation, but 13-10-2 here. Kind of a bubble team right now. And we have a wild card spot. 28 points on the season. Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, we have both the wild card spots. The other two, one's 2 points behind, the other one's 3 points behind us. So we're doing okay right now. Jack Eichel's almost a point-a-game guy. Looking good, but let's check out everything. So Buffalo, 2.72 goals for per game, 2.52 goals against, pretty solid. Power play 14.1. That's not good. We got to see if we could find ways to spring that. Penalty kill is but you know. Around 80% is okay right now. Bad on home ice, good on the road. 4, 5, and 1 in the last 10, so we've been falling off. But let's see personal stats here. Let's see if Middlestat's doing any better on that third line. 24 points for Eichel, 23 for Reinhart, 22 for Skinner. I like what they're doing. Ristolainen's got 15 points. Nylander's got 14 now. Dahlin with 14, Sabatka, Tage Thompson, Middlestat's got 11 now. So he has... how many games did he have when we checked last time? Was it like... he had only 4 points in like... I want to say 16 games played, but I don't think that's right. I can't remember. But I don't know if his pace is better, but we're going to keep him where he is because that's... no, oh, of course, now he's listed as second line. Ah. But he did grow, I guess, a little bit to be listed as second line. I should honestly put him back because I need him to grow. But what the hell is happening? Silver perk. 3 points in 25 games played. What a horrible signing this has been so far. What the hell? What is this guy's... Like, what? Okay, I gotta figure out what the hell his issue is. He is averaging like 2+ shots per game, which 25. If he played 100 games, he would have 200 shots. That's not good enough. That sucks, man. Well, Ghoul got 3 goals in 9 games played. He's got more goals than Silfverberg does. What the hell? Silfverberg is looking like a horrible signing right now. But we got... What do you have? 2 other guys who didn't want to sign for us in the forward end of things? Sucks, but that's what we got stuck with. So I can move him down. Honestly, like I'm considering moving Silfverberg down here, but we gotta. I think we gotta move up Middlestat. I mean, as hard as it is, I might even move up Nylander, but I think he's doing so well because of where he's playing. Tage Thompson's got 12 points, man, and Nylander's got 14. Like, I could do something like that. Or I can keep Tage Thompson here and bring Sabatka up. He was doing decently. Problem is with this is no one's really a goal scorer. We were counting on Silfverberg to kind of be that, but... I mean, Nylander might... You know what? I'm going to give it a shot. This might backfire. And it might not be good, but... Let's try it. He's got 14 points. With no power play time. No power play time for this guy. So let's try him on the second line. Nylander, Middlestat, and Sheary. He's looking like a bit of a goal scorer, so that's what we need. How many shots is he taking? Not that many. He might just be getting lucky there. So I don't know if he'll work out. So 14 points and 25. You got to remember that. 14 points and 11 points for Middlestat and Nylander. Let's... Ah, well, we ended the sim, so... Well, I'll have to leave that... That's right. I'm already trying to keep going here, but... We are out of time for this video, so let me know if you guys like those line changes, if we should try that, or we should just not mess with Nylander and keep him on that third line and keep him getting that production. Maybe want to put him on the power play, though, instead of Sheary on the point. Probably want to do that. Mayerov's got 7 points now. 1 goal on the power play so far. That's it. Okay. Silfverberg, I might just take off the power play. Like, Jesus. How is he this bad? I kind of don't, because I don't want to wreck his value, you know what I mean? I got to get him going somehow, but... Jesus. What a horrible year he's having right now. 2 goals on the power play. Yeah. I don't know, man. Some of the things that are happening don't really make sense to me. That's why I'm moving this guy down. Maybe he'll have some success on that third line there. And again, should I have Nylander up here, or should I just not mess with him? Put Sabatka or Tage Thompson up there or something like that. Maybe Tage Thompson for some body. Yeah, you guys gonna have to let me know about that. But everything else is going pretty good defensively. I like how we're playing. Yeah, Strawman ended up being 84. But, you know, that's solid. 5 mil for him. We got the cash right now. And our defensive core looks a bit better. Ristolainen jumped up to an 89. I don't know if I noticed that before, but I just didn't mention it. Solid. If he caps out around there, I'm okay with that. He doesn't really need to get any better. And Laner is doing kind of decently. Olmark, not so much. But Laner's doing decently. So if he keeps that up, maybe he gets a little bit better. Could be looking at some statistical growth for him if that continues. So, okay, guys. That will do it. We're actually doing okay. We're holding on to a wild card spot right now, but we're getting some awkward production things happening. So let me know about those line changes, perhaps other trades to make. I know some people might say to trade Silfverberg immediately. I don't know if I want to do that quickly. I think that's a bit of an... I think we should give him a bit more time, basically. I understand that he's getting nothing done for us, which is kind of bad, but... You never know. Maybe he can turn it around here. All right, so that's that. Let me know about all those things. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you. Be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.